Hello and welcome to the latest update from the Met Office. A wet night to come for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Lashings of rainfall here. Meanwhile, fine across much of England and Wales through the hours of darkness. Clear spells. But it's really across the northern half of the UK where we've had a weather front wriggling and rippling for the last 24 hours, and it continues more or less over the next 24 hours in places. And one such ripple in the weather front will push heavier and steadier rain into Northern Ireland and Western Scotland during Friday evening. Rough travelling conditions if you're out on the roads, the rain turning progressively more and more heavy, a lot of standing water around, and that rainfall becomes even heavier in places overnight, especially the hills of Western Scotland. Widely in this zone, 20 to 40 millimetres between Thursday night and Saturday lunchtime, and in some places 80 to 100 plus millimetres. So of course the risk of localised flooding, that's why there are yellow warnings in force. The far north and northwest of Scotland, really Shetland, Skye, Lewis, largely avoiding the rainfall but turning cloudier through the night. The far southeast of Scotland also avoiding much of that. Wales and Western England turning cloudy, clear spells further south and east, and a few mist and fog patches forming right down in the southeast corner, really, 15 or 16 degrees in urban areas, a little bit cooler in the countryside. A bright start then for much of central and eastern England, some sunshine around, a complete contrast for northern England, western England, Wales, wet and windy, gales around Irish Sea coasts, and further rain to come for western Scotland during the morning, but it does eventually push away. It pushes into the far north and northeast of Scotland by this stage, a wet end to the afternoon for parts of Aberdeenshire, Moray, Caithness, Sutherland, the Northern Isles. Showers replace the rainfall for western and southern Scotland, Northern Ireland, much of western England and Wales. But you can see the rainfall on the weather front by mid-afternoon. It's really petering out. It becomes very weak as it moves through central England and for East Anglia in the southeast. Well, we're ahead of the weather front for the bulk of Saturday, and that means it's going to stay largely sunny and fairly warm. Temperatures here up into the mid-20s. Behind the weather front, a different story. We've got much cooler air following, temperatures in the mid to high teens. And that freshness compounded by the fact that the winds will be pretty brisk, especially for western parts of Scotland. And the winds touching gale force in the far north of Scotland as the rainfall pulls away through Saturday night. Elsewhere, showers continue to come into western Scotland, western parts of England as well as Wales and Northern Ireland. Clear spells elsewhere once we say goodbye to this weather front. But you can see the stark contrast that weather front makes as it clears through. Essentially, on the first day of September, we're saying hello to autumnal kind of air that's arriving from the northwest. So it's going to feel very different on Sunday, certainly for eastern parts of England, where we've had a lot of warmth this week. It's going to be a very fresh start, and it's going to be feeling considerably cooler through Sunday itself. There'll be a few showers coming into parts of central and southern England as well as Wales, but actually lots of sunshine as well. And so it's not going to feel too unpleasant in that sunshine. Meanwhile, North Wales northwards, a lot of showers, some lively downpours spreading their way from northwest to southeast. Hail and thunder always a possibility across, say, western Scotland in some of the livelier downpours. And here, not a great deal of sunshine. That brisk wind as well, making it feel particularly cool. 20 degrees, still a possibility in the southeast. So an awful lot to talk about over the weekend in terms of the weather, lots of chopping and changing, and you can keep up to date with all the very latest as it happens by following us on social media. Bye-bye.